Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, I kindly ask that you subscribe to the channel and like the video. It really helps me to continue with my work. We all have experiences with the past, some good, some bad. But in the end, they're just that. Experiences and memories. But is that all there is to it? Can't we extract more from it? After all, the events we've been through shape who we are today, and I believe just taking them as lessons, while healthy, can sometimes be a superficial way to see it. Look, my friends, the time you spend or spent with your loved ones wasn't just about learning. It was more than that. It was love. It was adventure. It was life. And that applies to everything. See the benefit we can draw from these past experiences and ultimately the great stories you'll be able to tell. Talking about the past surely makes us want to live more, to have even more experiences. After all, having experience isn't about how old you are, but how much you've really lived. Of course, like everything in life, talking about the past also brings up those sad, bitter memories, and even ones you wouldn't want to remember, especially when we remember those who have passed away. Personally, when I remember my grandparents or my cat, I feel very sad because each person's sense of longing is unique. It's a very strong feeling, but the opposite of longing is love. And I think that's a good way to see it. Something we should be mindful of when recalling our past is not living in reminiscence. Sometimes, the feeling is so strong that we end up spending hours or even days with that feeling, and in these cases, it's usually nostalgia, which in the long run becomes something unhealthy for us. This can result in more serious things like depression, so we should be mindful. And as difficult as it may be, life always goes on, and the best we can do is honor our past and the people in it in the best way we can. Let's talk a bit about legacy. What have our ancestors left for us? I'm not talking about material possessions, although they're very important too, like your grandfather's old car. But I mean, for example, the culture they left behind, the traditions, the big family gatherings, the teachings, and of course, much more. Speaking of legacy, see what they left behind, and don't forget that you will leave one too. The legacy you're leaving is how you'll be remembered. In your opinion, are you leaving a good legacy? Well, that's the question. Our past is a vast field of experiences, memories, and events that shape who we are today. The importance of the past is undeniable, as it offers a repository of lessons learned and wisdom accumulated over time. However, it's crucial to understand that the past is just that, the past. It shouldn't dictate our present or future, but rather serve as a guide and a source of learning. Education and ethical values are another important part of the legacy left by our great-grandparents and grandparents. Many of them deeply valued education, often sacrificing their own comforts to ensure that their children and grandchildren had access to better learning opportunities. This commitment to education not only improved the standard of living for future generations, but also cultivated a more informed and conscious society. Beyond the tangible legacy of property, land, and possessions, there's an intangible legacy of stories, memories, and teachings. Life stories, told by the fireside or during long conversations, carry invaluable lessons about love, loss, hope, and redemption. These personal narratives are a vital link that connects the past to the present, providing a deeper perspective on our own journey. In the realm of ethics and morality, many of our grandparents and great-grandparents taught us the importance of integrity, hard work, and compassion. Their lives were guided by principles that valued honesty, justice, and respect for others. These values continue to be fundamental pillars in our lives, shaping our daily actions and decisions. In conclusion, the legacy left by our great-grandparents and grandparents is vast and multifaceted. It manifests through cultural traditions, moral values, educational achievements, and life stories that continue to inspire us. Honoring this legacy is not just a tribute to them, but also a way to ensure that their lessons and values remain alive in our lives and in future generations. Every action we take and every decision we make is, in a way, influenced by what we've learned from our ancestors. By reflecting on the past and appreciating the legacy passed down to us, we strengthen our sense of identity and responsibility, building a more solid and conscientious future. In a rapidly changing world where technologies and ways of life evolve quickly, it's comforting and essential to remember the roots that sustain us. Our ancestors taught us that true wealth lies in human relationships, shared wisdom, and the values we cultivate. Therefore, honoring the legacy of our great-grandparents and grandparents is not just a matter of respect, but also an act of love and gratitude for everything they did so that we could be where we are today. Thank you so much for watching our video. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in and hope you found the content valuable. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more insights and tips on living a fulfilling life. Your support means the world to us.